Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. We've got a Rossignol Hero Elite LT TI. LT stands for long turn in this equation, and even at 18 meters in the 177, that is relatively long for kind of these front side skis from Rossignol in the Hero Elite division. But this thing is definitely built like more of a race ski and has more of that GS personality than a lot of other skis out there. It's 71 millimeters underfoot, and with that longer turn radius, very much has a race-inspired background. We are built with a beech wood core, so a dense beech wood core, and 2 full sheets of metal. We also get their V-Tech, their V-shaped Titanal laminate, so they are putting a notch basically in the laminate, and they're putting it into a 3-dimensional format. That increases the stiffness and response of the metal, and just by putting some structure into it, really adds to that metal laminate when it comes to overall power. We also get line control technology through the ski, so an ABS strip going through the middle, through the center, gives it a stronger backbone and a smoother overall feel. But in general, very strong, very burly build with those 2 sheets of metal, full sidewall throughout, that nice big burly looking rectangular sidewall. Just gives the ski that kind of race look to it that a lot of skiers really enjoy. Pretty stiff, you know, once you get this thing up on edge, it is cruising. So you do have to have some type of skill and or strength and or desire to be on a ski in this category where it is a high-end product that does work well under faster conditions and more aggressive skiing. Not really the best ski to be lazy on or not putting a whole lot of input in. Certainly appreciates a skilled driver that wants to kind of bring it up to its intended application. But yeah, in terms of shape, we are at 71 millimeters underfoot, getting pretty narrow. If you're not used to that narrow of a waist in a ski, it does take a minute to get used to, especially if you're not on like totally firm snow. Anytime that the snow gets a little bit soft or broken up or anything like that, you really start to notice that 71 is very narrow underfoot, especially with this type of side cut. So firmer the better when it comes to this LT series of skis. And then in terms of that turn radius, we do get 18 meters here in the 177. It does change per length, but that does put it more into that mid to long range turn, more of that GS style. But great for a citizens race. We got a great ski bum series here in Stowe. This would be a great ski for that type of race because you're kind of in between a slalom and a GS set in terms of a course. And then if you just want to use this for an early morning frontside cruiser, no issues there as well. Definitely likes to have room to run though. So those early morning smooth days, that's where this thing is really at its best. Due to this race inspired nature, not a very long conversation when it comes to taper and rocker, positive camber underfoot. You know, I'm not saying there's any rocker in here. This is pretty much a fully cambered ski. No change when you decamber it. So lots of camber there, minimal rocker, and then minimal taper too. Very angular and sharp in both tips and tails. Again, drawing inspiration from that race room and really keeping you locked into the turn. Once you get into skis in like the new Arcade series, that's where you start to see the rounding and the more tapering of the tail. But this being very flat and very sharp and crisp, that mirrors the intended use of the ski. So it's supposed to be tip to tail edge contact, and with that long effective edge, you do get that resulting smoothness and performance. So really cool stuff from Rossignol, best for advanced expert skiers, former racers, people that know what they're looking for in a ski. That's who's going to end up on this LT. Make sure you check it out here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.